All right, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna work on cleaning up really not bad shape. This is a 10-inch Crescent, USA made. Another super adjustable, which is a J.H. Williams. And a 10-inch Proto. I don't know how old this one is. It's not that bad. This one's got some rust on it. It's gonna see if I can take the screws out. Oh, that one's sealed. That one doesn't come out. This one says it does. Look at there. We can take this one apart. And looks like this one, nope. That one you can't take apart either. Well, that kind of stinks. Let's see what we got here. I don't know if this one has a spring on the back side of it or not. But good wrenches. Got a little oil in it. Let's see if it's got a spring on the back side. Yeah, it's got a spring on the back side right there. That spring. Okay. Let's set that aside so I don't lose it. Darn it. Stuck my finger right in a little bit of grease. All right. You know what? Probably a little carburetor cleaner wouldn't hurt. Start off with. Slide this out. Maybe. Oh, are we got a burr right there, I think. Yep. Yeah, we got a burr right there. Let me grab a file. I'll grab this little triangle file. It might not be what I wanted. Nope. Yeah. Should have grabbed a flat file. Yeah, let me change. Different file. See if it'll come out now. There it goes. Just had a nick. Came right on out. This ought to clean up pretty nice. It'll look good. Put this. I'm starting to get a pretty good little collection of these adjustable wrenches. But I guess can't never have too many. Well, I say that, I guess you probably could, but as many toolboxes and things I have at work and use. In my days off, I worked 8 days straight through Christmas and finally be able to do a little bit of work here. When I get back, I'm gonna have to I've got to mount a countertop or finish countertop, some tile work. I don't know how bad it's going to be. See when I get there. Oh yeah. Going to have to use a brush on my drill to get down inside there. This was probably used in a mechanic shop. You can see the dirt. Yeah, you can see the dirt and stuff down on there. Yeah. I don't know what, it's kind of like gritty dirt. I like the 8 inches. They fit good in your back pocket when you're doing stuff. Carry it around. They make I think a little 6-inch. One of the guys at work, he carries a little, it's either a 4 or 6-inch in his pocket. When you got to take covers off of your exhaust fans or your air intakes, they're usually a, 7/16, half-inch, 9/16, and a 4 or 6-inch will fit on them. You can carry that in your back pocket. Oh man, look at the dirt. Ooh, nasty. All right, that'll polish up pretty good, I think. That should come out pretty nice. Well, I've got this setting in this carb cleaner. Oh yeah, it's gonna look good. I like it. I don't know how well this will polish up. This one's beat up pretty good. What the heck. We'll see. This one's just the flaking. Yeah, it's got some flaking on it. Oh yeah. I think I'll put this on the wire wheel, just knock off the rust. Yeah, it's got rust down inside there. I never even checked to see if it opens all. Yeah, it does open all the way. These are adjustable wrenches is one of those tools that you don't think about it until you need one, and then you look for it. Most people don't realize how handy they are. Oh yeah, look at that rust down in there. No, that's dirt. Oh, okay. A little dirt. Oh yeah, coming out of there. You hear the grit in there, man. Alright, sprayed so much carburetor cleaner, it's starting to come down the side now. Let's wipe this up. This Corian, this piece of Corian's working out pretty good. I like it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to give this some good cleaning. I can hear the grit, sand in it. Well, knocking everything loose. Oh, you can tell it's smoother now. Closes pretty good. Damage is not really. Well, looks good. CP initials on it. Oh, these are going to be in good Nice ones too. Name brand, good brands actually. Oh, broke my brush. All right, well, I'm gonna go on cleaning the other one, and then we'll go to the wire wheel, see what we can come up with. All right, I'm gonna do a little wire wheeling and using the Scotch-Brite. I call it a Scotch-Brite. It's a fiber pad over here. It's a Scotch-Brite pad. I call it. It's not a grinding pad per se. It's. Let me get a new one. Okay, I'm going kind of in depth this for Brian Huddleston. He left me a comment, and I was showing him he wants on some polishing. Anyways, sometimes depending on the tool, it kind of depends on what I'll do. Like this one, it's got the rust in it. I'll run this over the wire wheel, clean up as much as that rust off. It's not real bad. And after that, I'll run it over. This is what I call a Scotch-Brite wheel. It's a fiber wheel. It's dense material, kind of like a Scotch-Brite pad. And I've got one over here, and I believe this is 600 grit, and I believe this one's 400. I can't read Chinese, sorry. I can read a little other foreign countries, languages, but this one's one I can't. Anyways, I believe this is 600, and actually this is a better wheel than what I've got on here. You can clean tools with just the fiber wheel. It does a really good job. Or they make belts for 1x30 belt sanders. You can do that too. I'll show a little clip of that. I may just make a hodgepodge video for you. But anyways, I'm going to run this over the wire wheel, and then I'll come over here and touch this one. And yeah, this one I may run over too. The super adjustable I might run. Oops, darn it. Sorry. The Crescent, man, just the carburetor cleaner cleaned it up. Nice. I mean, it did a good job. I really can't complain, but I'm going to go ahead and throw a little polish on this part. The rest of it's a satin, so I'm not going to polish that. All right, let me turn everything on and I'll get started. wanted to show the pitting, the heavy rust on this one that was there. The Scotch-Brite wheel does a really good job. I mean, you could leave it as is. I mean, I didn't polish anything. I just ran it over with the Scotch-Brite wheel. And the parts that were really pitted, really bad, it really cleaned it up really well. I hope it shows up on camera. And like I said, I'm doing this for Brian Huddleston. And I'm just going to go ahead and polish this off. And I mean, I understand if this was used outside quite a bit, it'd probably rust back. But I work in a shop. In my shop or at work, I don't necessarily, these tools don't get wet. And if they do get wet and if they do get dirty, I clean my tools almost immediately after I'm done. I do not let my tools sit. So once I clean this and polish this, the polish will keep pretty much the water from sticking to it, and then I'll coat it with a coat of wax anyways. So anyways, I'll go to the polishing machine. I got to move my duct around, and then I'll get to that. All right, I'm going to polish a little bit on these adjustable wrenches, but first, before I do, I want to cover a couple things. I think this wheel here came from, hang on. This did come from Harbor Freight. This wheel over here, it's wore down, that came from Amazon. Personally, I don't care, I use Harbor Freight stuff. I did buy the big block stuff from Amazon. I don't remember the company, but you know what? I don't care, I get pretty good quality buffing with the stuff I get from Harbor Freight. And usually though, if I change from a gray or a red rouge to a white, what I normally do is I clean my brush. I got a little Sawzall blade. Just run over, clean my blade off, fluff it up. I get a lot of that material out of it. And then when I start, usually what I do is I turn it on. I add some media to it. And every metal uses a different type of media. I use the black on the chrome plating. I'll use the red on the brass. I've actually used the black on the brass. I've used a little bit of every different thing. I just practice. I try with different things and see what works. But let me throw a little polish on this and we'll see what we got. All right, sorry, I got interrupted. Just wanted to show you the difference the polish makes. That is the fiber wheel, and then that's polishing. I mean, I could go and get all the scratches, keep going to keep the scratches, but my tools, my rules, I just want them cleaned up to look good. And I don't want brand new tools. I just clean my tools up to reuse, to, make them easy to clean off. I think I did a good job there. But we'll polish this up, put it together, see what it looks like. Also, after I'm done polishing here on the big wheel, I'll run over the little wheel just to highlight and to get some of the compound off and help rub it off. It seems to work for me. Oh, I forgot to polish that. But I just wanted to show you what I do. There's people out there that do a lot better than me, but this is my little redneck operation. It seems to work. Okay, I've got, this is for Brian also, I've got these polished, but I want to show a little bit of plastic. This is a Craftsman screwdriver. I was going to show you how I clean a plastic or polish plastic too. This is this video is actually going to be long. I'll face it, all my videos are long. Let's see if I can get some of this cleaned off. Got to be careful using carburetor cleaner on plastic because it will eat. It makes it sticky and it eats it'll start eating the plastic up. But on something this nasty, I really don't care. Look at this. This is gross. I mean, come on. It's junk. It's not really a good screwdriver anymore. But, see what I can do with it. I'm going to take all the white paint off the Craftsman, I think. That's alright. I don't know what's on here. It's paint or something. Man, does not want to come off very good. Like I said, when you use carburetor cleaner, guys, be very careful because I use carburetor cleaner on a lot of things. I even use carburetor cleaner to clean commercial vinyl paper off, but you got to be careful because it will definitely eat the color off. It'll pull the color right off. Man, that's some nasty stuff there. What the heck is this stuff? It's like, now it's sticky syrup like. Yeah, one time was a good Craftsman screwdriver. 1/4 inch. I can't tell. USA, but oh well. I just wanted to show you you can buff plastic. I'm just going to show you while I was doing these wrenches. Probably shouldn't use that wire brush on this. Oh well, just demonstration purposes only anyways. I don't think this, I think this screwdriver, I actually bought it to put on a file. Clean most of the gunk off, it looks like. Oh, see, it's sticking. All right, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run this over the wire wheel first, and then over the fiber wheel or Scotch-Brite wheel, whatever, I always call it Scotch-Brite wheel, and then I'll go to polish this, and then see what we got, and then I'll polish the plastic. Rust, almost all of it's gone. You can see the pitting, of course, obviously, but now we'll go to the polishing wheel. Shine. Obviously, if you look real close, you can see the pitting. I mean, you can take it on a sanding wheel or a belt sander and take that off. But I'm not sure you can do this. Just a cheap little buffer. I mean, this is hard freight. And I'm just using Black Rouge on a cheap little $6 buffing pan, and another one I wore down almost nothing. I just polished the top off. Now, this wheel, I do not like this wheel. I don't know what it is. I got it from Hard Freight. Don't like it. But no, wait a minute. I got this from an industrial supply store here in town. But it's real plastic. I just want to show you. Nothing on it. I'm not even going to put any meat or anything on it. So I'm going to brush it off.
I mean, you can see through it. You can see the rust down, the paint down inside the shaft. And this white stuff is anywhere there's a sharp edge or corner, the polishing wheel needs, it gets hot in one spot, you just take a box knife or something, clean it off. But hey, it's a rusty junky screwdriver, and that's all I did. Nothing fancy, put a wax on it, and it'll look really nice. I probably should clean this whole paint off here a little bit, but I don't know, maybe it's not Crescent. No, it does say Crescent on it. Anyways, we clean this off and then we'll finish the video out.
There we go. From rusty to shiny. Obviously, if you look real close, you can see the pitting. I mean, you could take it on a sanding wheel or a 1x30 belt sander and take that off. But I want to show you, you can do this with just a cheap little buffer. I mean, this is Harbor Freight and this is Harbor Freight. And I'm just using Black Rouge on a cheap little $6 buffing pad, and another one I wore down to almost nothing, but I just polished the top off. Now, this wheel, I do not like these wheels. I don't know what it is. I got it from Harbor Freight. Don't like it. But, no, wait a minute. I got this from our industrial supply store here in town. But it works good on plastic. I just want to show you. I've nothing on it. I'm not even going to put any media or anything on it. I'm just going to lightly brush it off. There you go. I mean, you can see through it. You can see the rust down, the paint down inside the shaft. And then this white stuff is anywhere there's a sharp edge or corner, the polishing wheel needs, it gets hot in one spot, you just take a box knife or something, clean that off. But hey, it was a rusty junky screwdriver, and that's all I did. Nothing fancy, put a wax on it, and it'll look really nice. I probably should clean this whole paint off here a little bit, but I don't know, I don't know, maybe it's not Crescent. No, it does say Crescent on it. Anyways, we clean this off and then we'll finish the video out. There you go. I mean, you can see through it. You can see the rust down in, and the paint down inside the shaft. And then this white stuff is anywhere there's a sharp edge or a corner, the polishing wheel leaves, it gets hot in that one spot, and just take a box knife or something, clean that off. But hey, it was a rusty, junky screwdriver, and that's all I did. Nothing fancy. Put a little coat of wax on it, and it'll look really nice. I probably should have cleaned this old paint off of here a little better, but I don't know. It's I don't know. Maybe it's not a Craftsman. No, it does say Craftsman on it. Anyways, let me clean this off, and then we'll finish this video out. All right. Probably need to put this one together. Yeah, I didn't clean this one up. Let me clean this on the wire wheel real quick. Oh, wait a minute. Do I have a wheel left on the Dremel? Ain't got much. No. I need to replace the wheel. That kind of sucked. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Let's see if I stick this in like so. Put it in here. You know what? I'm gonna Just put a little bit of Loctite just on that screw. I mean, doesn't matter. Oops. I don't know how many people are going to interrupt me today. My day off, and they're still bothering me. Let's try this. Oh, yeah. Now, before I go any further, let me get some wax. I like coating my tools with wax. One, I run the wax, this cleaner wax. I like this Mother's. That's what I use. I like it. One, I've used it for as long as I can remember. And it cleans the compound off. It'll turn black. Yeah, see? Turns black. It gets that black compound off. The only thing I did on this is I polished just the head up on this one. This one is, man, this is a nice condition here. See? The compound. You know, this one was the one that was rusted really bad. Oh no, it's the Proto. That's the same thing. The only thing I really did was polish the head on these. Man, left a lot of compound on these. That's all right. Now let's run over the screwdriver. I don't normally polish or clean screwdrivers unless they're like S&Ks or S&K and Snap-on or Blue Point. Let's see what this looks like here. All right, push that aside. Oh man, looks good. Look at that. I don't know if it shines in the camera, but it shines here in front of me. I mean, they're just, I think I got like 90 cents in these. They're not, you know, there again, they're not high-end tools, but I don't know a person that's never used an adjustable wrench that works on equipment. I know there's guys out there and ladies that never use tools, but now this is the one that was rusted pretty bad. And I'll show the pitting and everything in it. All right. You know what? Did I see a little wax on this here? I guess I might have to keep this screwdriver now. I was just going to take the shaft out and use it for a handle for a file. I guess I'm not now. It actually turned out pretty good. There's still a little bit. I melted. I got a little hot in a couple of spots there. All right, Brian. Here we go. Showed you that rusty screwdriver. You can see the pitting on the shaft. And I could even polish this even better or to a higher shine. And then you can see what I did with that polishing wheel. I didn't do any, just run it over. The heat from the polishing wheel will bind. Now, I could have put wax on this and then polished it. I've done that before. I'm always practicing when I polish. So just to let you know, I'm not good at this. There's guys out there a lot better. 357 Magdad, Scout Crafter, and them. There's guys out there. My equipment's cheap. Nothing super fancy. But there you go. It was rusty, kind of junky, and actually turned out, now I'm going to have to keep it. I wasn't going to, but I am now. Now this one, you see the pitting on the head? You can see some of the, there's pitting right there. But it polished up pretty good. And there again, I could have kept polishing it even more. I mean, look at the pitting right there. Look at that. But I don't want to take it to brand new condition. I just want a good usable tool, good usable condition. And that's what I got. You know, it's good usable tool. There's nothing super high end about it. It's a Proto 710. Super adjustable, 8-inch J.H. Williams, which is owned by Snap-on. And same thing, good condition. I cleaned it up. The polish is good, but you can see the dents and dings. I mean, if I would have took it to the belt sander and took it all the way down, but there's no need in it. This is not a trophy piece. This is a tool that I'm going to use, but I like my tools to be clean and serviceable. And what I mean by that was when I'm done with them, I wipe them off, I put them back in the toolbox. My tools do not go in my toolbox dirty. It's just, I can't do it. I don't like grabbing a tool and getting a handful of grease or dirt. That's tools, they get dirty when you're using them, fine. When you're done with them, I clean them. I just can't, that's just the way I was trained. This Crescent number 10 USA, let's see, it says the original since 1907. And this one wasn't bad at all. There is a little bit of rust down in there, light surface rust in there. I just can't get to it without, I don't have enough brushes. But there again, I cleaned it up. A good usable tool right there. And I literally have 90 cents, maybe $3 tops in this stuff. And yeah, I've got an hour of my time, maybe a little over. But this is worth it for me to find used junk tools that people discard and put back to a usable condition. And polishing and cleaning them up, you could use a Dremel tool and do everything I did right here. There's nothing hard about this. Polishing is really simple. It takes a little time. And I will say, different metals, different plating polishes better. This here has a different plating than that. You can see the difference. I will say Husky tools suck. If I see a Husky tool, unless it's good, excellent condition, I don't pick it up anymore. The plating on the new Husky stuff, if you hit it with the wire wheel, the plating comes off almost immediately. And when you go to grab it, you can feel the sharp edge. It's like a paper cut. Every time you grab it, you feel it. So once the plating comes off on the Husky, I chunk it. I take it to work and I throw it in the junk toolbox. Anybody grabs it, they can use it. The Proto stuff, the Crescent, the Super Wrench, I have yet run across, even some of the Chinese stuff, polishes better than the low stuff. Can't even, I lost train of thought. Anyways, everything polishes a little different. Everything has a different, I guess, heat, you might say. Or I don't really know. I don't know how to describe it. All I know is how I do it. It works for me. I practice on the, I test, and this is my stuff, so if I screw it up, I screw it up. It's my tools, my rules. But I wanted you to see what I did, and real simple. Well guys, hope you liked my video. I hope this helps you out, Brian. I hope if you need something else, want me to do something else, I've got to do a hatchet and a hammer pretty soon, and I'm going to use a grinder wheel on it before I even start polishing. So, and you can polish with sandpaper. I mean, it takes a long time with sandpaper, and it's like wet sanding a car. You start with 600 grit or 800 grit, and you go down to 3,000 or 4,000 grit. It's just, you know, how much time. I don't have that kind of time to do sandpaper, and I can do this with Dremel tool, but it takes longer too with the Dremel. But if you got a little bit of time, you don't have to polish your tools. You can go over with a wire wheel or that Scotch-Brite pad, or fiber wheel, excuse me. I always call it Scotch-Brite pad. And you can make Scotch-Brite. You can get a pad, different types of Scotch-Brite, and cut them into wheels that fit your Dremel, and you can do that too. That actually works pretty good. I believe 357 Magdad makes some. He has a good channel, guys. If you know, tired of watching me, you can go watch Magdad. He's got some good videos out. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, subscribe. I hope I helped you out, Brian. I'll, you know, catch my videos every once in a while. You might see me doing something different. If you've got another question, shoot it out there to me, and I'll be glad to try to help. All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a good day.